what loser dirt bags. And you were like, no, I'm straight edge. How has social media influenced the normalization of sobriety and alcohol-free lifestyles?
You can be judged for being sober. We don't think it's a very harsh judgment, but there will be that judgment out there, especially if you hang out with people who drink a lot.
Hi, I'm Jess Noom. I'm the COO of Kava Love, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the trend of sober living. So today, I have Quinn with me.
Hi guys, my name's Quinn. I showed up here 50 minutes late. I've had something stuck in my eye for over an hour, and I slept on the floor last night. So I'm ready to rock and roll.
If he's not a shining example of what it's like to be sober, he's exactly why we picked him for this.
Exactly. Yep. This is what it's like.
Yeah. Sleep on the floor drunk, sleep on the floor sober. That's just a choice of life. That's got nothing to do with poor health decisions. So the reason we're doing this is it's New Year's and everybody always has their New Year's resolutions.
Right.
In January, where everybody wants to end the year better than they started it. So they come up with all these like grand things they want to do for themselves in January. And a lot of the times people say they want to drink less. So we are people that don't drink. So we are the people to talk to about sober living. So when you're choosing your resolution and you're thinking about how you want to better yourself this year, this is why sober living is the trend you want to try. We have paper, and normally I hide this off of camera so you guys can't see my prompts to think clearly. But today, because I have Quinn, we have a lot of questions that we want to go over. So we wanted to keep it right here so we could see them and answer them and move through everything in a way where we won't get distracted, because we will without this being in reach.
We need this. This is for us, not for you guys.
Okay, so our first question: why do you think sober living is gaining traction right now, especially among younger adults such as yourself, Quinn?
I think it's been around for so long that it's kind of become more of a norm.
Alcohol's been around for a long time.
Yes, alcohol's been around for a long time, but I just think like we've heard about our parents going out and getting like crunk, what whatever you want to call it. And honestly, like I didn't have a sip of alcohol until like my senior year in high school, and I wanted to be like my brother, and he made it all to the age of 21 without having a sip. But I just like, my parents were like, you want to try this? Like, hey, you want to try this? It's okay, right? And I feel like that's really what, like, where I started was just like trying and sipping like different kinds of alcohol.
So I didn't start drinking until after I was 21.
Okay.
Yeah, so I made it pretty far. But I didn't start drinking until after I was 21. But also when I was younger. So this is saying that it's like gaining traction now that young adults are going sober. But this has been a trend and it's been happening. But now it's like mainstream to kind of be sober. But when I was younger and we were scene kids. And you were straight edge.
Straight edge.
Yeah.
I have never heard of this before, by the way. Never.
So it's because you're so little. But when I was younger, you'd be straight edge. And that was like the scene kids' way of almost rebelling against what was expected of you. Because the scene kids were always like edgy. And then people were like, oh, what loser dirt bags. And you were like, no, I'm straight edge.
Never done that in my life.
And you'd have like these X's on your hands. And it was like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything else. I'm clean. And then you just heavily judged everyone.
Some people probably got that. Some people probably got that tattooed, and now they're regretting all their decisions.
Tattooed. Yeah, people would have these like, they would draw them on like to go to the mall. Like, no. And it was so ridiculous of a thing when I was younger that, it was like rebellious to be sober, that people like the way it was presented is like so cringy and like
Mom, where's my Sharpie? I gotta go to the mall.
but now it's definitely like it's cool to be healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we're starting to get to like a day and age where we're starting to care about ourselves more. Like
Yeah.
health and well-being is so much bigger than it used to.
Yeah, out with the TV dinners,
One, get out.
in with the fresh market food, it's all about what are we putting in our bodies.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, how has social media influenced the normalization of sobriety and alcohol-free lifestyles?
I think I touched on it a little bit, but like I said, like we're such like now compared to our last generation is we're like a much more socially accepting society, and I think that is because of social media. The ability to like interact.
Yeah, I think social media does a lot of good and it does a lot of bad.
Oh, yeah.
And I think there's a big part of social media that pushes a lot of the wrong information, even when it comes to like diet culture and stuff like that. But I think there's also the other side is coming in with the actual like health benefits and people showing their lives and how good they are and how much they go to the gym and like all the
Yeah.
good things they're eating and like how good they look. And you look at that person, you're like, so that's working for them. And in that sense, it does kind of do like a good thing.
Well, yeah, I agree. I also think there's like a lot, not just wrong information, but misinformation. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that go on social media that think like there's no other way except for what they know. And then they like misinform a lot of people and people kind of cling to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
that kind of relates to drinking because a lot of people are trying to promote these like healthy methods and sometimes they're
Well,
not really.
also, because people don't really like posting the pictures of themselves when they're like plastered at the bar.
Yeah.
So they're posting pictures of themselves when they look really good. So it's
Yes.
not like
Yes,
they're
yes.
not like advertising themselves getting sloppy.
Yeah.
So we're not seeing it that way as much in social media. But I feel like when social media came out, it was like all pictures taken at the party and everybody is like blackout drunk and everyone's laughing at the pictures the next day and you're disgraced with yourself. And now people are like, no, I want to be seen for like all my nice stuff. And like
Yeah.
almost in a way, that superficial part is starting to push out the things that we don't want anymore.
Yeah, it's weeding it all out.
Yeah, and then also targeted advertising.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dive in.
So, we all know social media and advertising, they read your phone, you know?
Hmm. You know.
They're listening. But I get ads like crazy for different types of like mushroom teas and like THC sodas and like all these different like alcohol free like beverages and stuff like that. And it's like I once you get one and you click on one, now those are all the like all these ads
Yo,
that I
yeah.
keep getting are like these health drinks and like
They don't
different
stop.
yeah. And so it's pushed out the marketing for that other stuff. I feel like all you have to do if you're like, you know what, I want to see an alternative to what I have been doing, just search one time for like some sort of like alternative product and then all the ads you're gonna start getting
Yeah.
is like
Well, and I think that like the hashtag sober living has become a lot like more massive as well. And so the point of social media is like the ability to like have that look into people's lives and to be able to take information at will. And so when people are more interested in becoming sober, that like information of what that kind of lifestyle is like and how it's going to be for them is open. They can find it more easily.
yeah, easy access.
It's good douche.
So you might be able to talk about this, you might not because you're still sleeping on the floor. But what are some of the most noticeable physical and mental benefits that you've noticed since reducing or getting rid of alcohol, becoming sober?
I would say the anxiety is a lot better since I've been sober. I don't know if Jess can relate to this, but I used to have, like, if I wasn't drinking, I would have a lot of anxiety, whether it's like social or whether it's going to a new place, like that just like that crippling anxiety, like I can't do anything unless I have a couple beers or something like that. It's gotten so much, and I know this is surprising because I'm a very anxious person, but it's become so much easier to manage that since I've been sober with a clear head.
Yeah, because you ask a million questions like all the time.
Yeah,
But
100%.
I always had really, really bad social anxiety. I couldn't like talk to anybody, and I actually started like working on my social anxiety in a healthy way. And like I got a job in retail, so I was like forced to talk to people. And then I started drinking. And then when I wasn't drinking, I couldn't talk to people anymore.
Yeah.
Like it backtracked and it got worse when I was like not like sober, but like the day after drinking or something, and the alcohol wore off, and all of a sudden I'm like, how do I get out of this room? But I can't ask anybody
There's a
how
vent
to get
in the
out of
upper
this
left
room.
corner.
I feel like the mental part, and it's hard to say how much tied into the alcohol and how much is just my brain chemistry, and like how much of the depression was from drinking.
Yeah.
But I feel like I did cry a lot when I was drinking more.
I kind of feel like alcohol is like a method that amplifies all your negative emotions.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Well, that's what it does. It amplifies all the emotions.
And after I'm done drinking it, I kind of want to feel that again, you know? And so that's why I kept drinking. But now I'm able to, like, it's like an up and down with drinking. And now I'm able to keep it steady. Like, I'm able to plateau a little
Yeah,
bit.
I think that's a really good point. Like you stay on track.
Yeah,
You know?
100%. I've only said 100% like 12 times.
It's okay, 1200%, giving it all
100%.
all the effort. So this kind of ties into that, but how do you feel like sobriety can change someone's relationship with like productivity and motivation?
I couldn't work without drinking, you know, like I worked in a bar, so it was like I'm surrounded by alcohol, and so I was like I have to drink to be able to like finish my shift and get work done, and now I can just actually work without having to drink. I guess it sounds a little stupid, but it's just I don't think, like, if I can't function without something, then I'm not doing it productively.
I mean, I don't know if this one really relates to me so much because the way I cope with anything is through productivity. Like I have to be doing something all the time, and I always have a million projects, and I always have to be working. I always have to be doing something. So like, I mean,
Employee of the month over here.
I wouldn't go that far, but I do have a lot of unfinished projects at home. But I think it's just, I don't know if it necessarily changed my productivity or motivation, because I mentally, that's just how I feel good about myself is by completing things and doing things, and like not letting one decision hold me back from doing something different.
1200%.
1200% all the time.
All the time.
All the time. So I don't really know if like that affects, I don't feel like sobriety affects me in that way, because like I always made sure I was on time to work. Okay, it didn't matter how I felt, but I always made sure I was there. Like, but I think for everybody it's probably a little different.
Yeah, no, I think like everyone's brains work so differently that the factor of productivity is going to be different for everyone, whether they're drinking or they're not drinking. And I think some people are able to power through it, and other people like me, it's going to affect a little bit more.
One big thing that you hear about like when you decide to stop drinking or be sober is how it affects your social life. So what is your social life like when you enter sobriety?
It's really strange at first, like going into an environment when you're sober and other people are still drinking is really, it's almost a strange feeling. It's like I'll go sit at a bar sometimes and have like an NA beer, and I'll look next to me and I'll be like, "Hey man, how are you?" And then he's talking to me like this. Yeah. And when you're drunk, you don't realize, like,
you don't realize how you're sounding to people when you're
Yeah.
talking, and you think you're having like this legible conversation, but really you're just mumbling and
exactly.
like drooling a little too much.
No, but it's not really coherent. And I didn't realize that until I walked into a bar sober for the first time. And it was kind of like a reality check. Like, it's more difficult to hang out with people that have been drinking, like,
Yeah.
a decent amount when you're sober.
Yeah, no, so I feel like this is like a really good thing to bring up if you're considering sobriety, is keeping in mind the people that you're currently surrounding yourself with. Because when I
100%.
stopped drinking, my social life tanked.
Same.
I had like no friends.
Same.
I had no friends, which makes it harder because a lot of the times you're drinking because you're trying to like have fun or distract yourself or blah, blah, blah. And now all of a sudden it's you alone in your living room.
Yeah.
And you're like so bored and honestly a little lonely. It's because the people that you surrounded yourself with didn't have the same like goals, and you're not aligned. You're not aligned with the people
Alignment.
that you're with. So if you're with a bunch of people that drink a lot and that's how you guys spend your time together as friends, your social life is going to change drastically when you stop drinking. But if you have friends in your life that you spend time with without drinking, that may not change.
Right.
It's about the people that you're currently already in that friendship with. You got to go through that period and then find a new group that is on that same wavelength.
Yeah, you need to be completely lost in life. 100%. No way where you're going.
No.
You have no idea where you're headed.
You took the first step though.
Yeah, and you just accidentally stumble into a Kava bar.
Or deliberately go to a Kava bar.
Yeah, deliberately is probably better for that.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I deliberately started going.
My buddy Adam asked me to drive him here one night, and I didn't stop coming since. I've been here every night
and
since.
And now he works here.
I do.
Yeah.
I do work here.
And then you make these new friendships with people that are in line with what you want for your life. They want similar things for their life, and you can make all these friendships again. You get your social life back, and then you form an award-winning acapella group.
Acapelvis. Okay. Should we give them a demonstration? In a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? And that's what we do.
What happens when you find your new group?
All right. Now, acapella is very exclusive. I don't know if you could ever be in it, but you could definitely try out. We'll let you try out, but we're pretty selective. All right. Obviously, me and Jess are top notch.
And we have to 100% agree.
Yes. It has to be unanimous.
And we're not afraid to kick you out.
Beethoven looked up to us. All right.
And he's still looking up to us from his grave.
Beethoven spoke to me. He did in my dreams. And he said, "You and Jess, you're killing it."
Yeah. It's not like he knew anything about singing.
I totally forgot who Beethoven was. But Beethoven, man, he's got our back. All right. If we ever want to do an orchestra, yeah, or something, whatever he does, a collab. All right. I honestly only know the name Beethoven. Okay.
I think we need to move on.
Yep. Next segment.
Next question.
So I'm kind of like curious, Jess, in your opinion, a lot of people when they go out drinking, they have that ritual aspect of like always having to have a drink in your hand.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any experiences that like relate to that? Did you go through anything like that while you were trying to get sober?
No, I
All right,
didn't.
moving on.
I didn't. No, I feel like it's important to like, so, because there's other questions in there that I didn't mark off as saying I wanted to like go through, but I feel like it's still important to bring it up because somebody has at some point thought it or felt it. It's not the same thing for everyone. It's not the same experience for everyone, which is why there's two different people here talking about it, and it's not just my experiment. My experiment.
Are you testing on me?
Life is an experiment. Everything we do is an experiment.
You're a test subject in life. That's all this is. Mass experiment.
For the scientists in the sky.
Oh man, those scientists in the sky. Gosh.
But I don't think I had that. Like when I was drinking, I feel like a part of the issue when I was drinking was I would drink more because I had it in my hand.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that I needed to have something in my hand, but because it was in my hand, I would drink it way more, like way faster, and I wouldn't even realize it. But it wasn't because it was like a ritual, it was just convenience.
Yeah.
So I don't think I had that necessarily. What I think I did miss is more of that, like the ritual of like
Of life.
of life. So your day, and then at the end of the day, going out with like friends.
Of maybe going to the bathroom.
What?
Ritual of going to the bathroom. You go to
Well,
the
yeah,
bathroom?
but I'm still talking about with like drinking. So it's like with drinking,
I'm
one
here.
of the rituals is like you.
I'm present, I swear.
You're physically here.
Please continue.
No, he is just talking about just general rituals that you'll have in
Yeah.
your daytime, like brushing your teeth.
Day-to-day rituals, you know?
Yeah. But I'm talking about like the ritual of like you get ready and then you go out with your friends at night. And like I knew I was gonna do that like almost every night or like every night. Or I knew if I went to this place, my friends were there. And I guess that was kind of a ritual. But again, I don't think that bothered me because I'm a homebody anyway, and I like being at home and I like watching TV.
Yeah, good
So
good Netflix.
yeah. I think maybe, and the I have it here is where I like to take like that shot with like a friend.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's more of the ritual.
I think since I've been sober more, my ritual now is just being able to come here to a community that loves me, where I have amazing people like Jess. Wonderful. Spectacular. Right? And I don't really, it maybe for me was a little bit of the just having the drink in my hand, but definitely now it's the friends I've made here and all the silly goofy times
Yeah.
we've had.
Yeah, now my ritual involves going to see my friends.
That sounds so sad.
How does it sound sad? I'm talking about friendship. Next question. You're really pushing things far. So this is one of those questions.
This is one of those.
Okay, I had to reread it because I thought it was a different question. So I don't know if you've experienced this, but I remember experiencing this before I even started to drink, and I was the sober kid. I was the straight edge kid at the parties. When you tell someone that you don't drink, that person then gets like uncomfortable or defensive.
1000%. He's like, hey man, like, did you go out like for like Christmas or 4th of July or something? I go, no, I'm sober. They go, oh.
Yeah, or if you're in a space where they're drinking and then you don't get a drink.
Yeah.
And then and not everyone is like this. I'm gonna say not everyone acts this way, but there's
one person.
one person that gets really kind of on edge that you don't drink.
They feel guilty that they're drinking in front of you.
They will either feel guilty that they're drinking in front of you, which I don't care because I am not you. I'd care if I drank.
Right.
But they feel guilty or they feel like you're judging them.
Yeah. No, dude.
And I'm like, that says more about you and your drinking habits than it says about me and my non-drinking habits.
Well, it's just like that's part of the reason why it's somewhat difficult to go out somewhere and enjoy a drink, you know, like even like some mocktail or an NA beer, because then you're just like, as soon as they see that NA, your beer glass or whatever on your can, they're just like, oh, it's like you're immediately ostracized from the bar.
People do treat you a little more carefully.
Yeah.
You know, but like I've never had a bartender or like a server treat me differently.
No, I just mean like the customers, the people around you.
But you know, there's more than just customer. Employees are people too.
Okay. Sorry.
And working in the service industry, I care about what the service industry workers are doing too. That I don't ever feel judged when I order something that's non-alcoholic.
When I have friends behind the bar and they want me to drink and they want me to order more stuff, I feel a little judged because they want me to drink and they know I'm sober. That's when like certain friends will do it. I guess they're not really friends at that point.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about with like that wavelength and like being aligned with the people around you.
Sun. You're the sun, Jess.
I am.
And I'm a star. No, I'm a planet.
The sun is a star.
Yep, I knew that. I'm a planet.
And you orbit my sun.
Yeah. I orbit you.
Yeah.
Like this whole company orbits you.
I keep you warm.
Yes. I was radiating heat right now.
I'm always cold. I can't feel my fingers.
No, I feel the heat, Jess.
It's because I give you guys my heat.
You're so generous.
I know.
You're so giving.
I know. As the center of the universe, you have to give.
I am the center. Oh, goodness.
We're
Oh,
drinking the same thing we always drink. We're drinking kratom. So, camera person pointed out that this is the first video where I have not addressed what is in my cup. This is kratom. I am drinking a kratom tea. It's 3 agave, 3 lemonade. Tastes kind of like a sweet tea. I drink it all the time, and I've made it in our casino video. If you scroll, you'll find this way, and you can watch our casino video where we raise money for German Shepherds. It was a beautiful night, fun time, great time. And I go over my drink there, and we also have plenty other videos that are talking about what is kratom, kava, and everything like that. So at this point, if you think there's anything else in this fucking cup, the only other thing that would be in here is water. So I am drinking my very amazing crushed white kratom tea. Quinn.
yeah, mine's just a kratom seltzer. It's great. It's a lot easier for me than ordering like a house drink or something. They're gonna be a little bit stronger than house drinks, and I really like carbonation, so that's a plus. But they give you a nice little feeling. They're not super duper strong or anything like that, but this is usually my go-to. Blue raz tea time out of the fridge.
Sugar-free.
Sugar-free. I never knew that until now.
Right there. Sugar, 0 sugar.
Right. Yep. Wait. What? Oh, right here. 0 calories too.
Yep.
I'm slimming down.
On the topic of people getting kind of defensive when you're the sober person in the room, there could also be a fear if you're wanting to, try the sober life that people are going to judge you. How to combat that fear of the judgment of being the sober one? Like, what are people going to think of you when you're not drinking?
Combat wombat is the first thing I want to say.
Combat wombats because they use their butts to fight off predators. So if someone starts being mean to you, just stick
exactly
your butt
what you
at them.
do. You throw a little bit of ass on. No, it's the biggest thing is just to ignore them. It's not, when we were talking about how people get a little like defensive or combat wombat, the best thing to do is just like ignore them. It's not going to be that serious of a thing where you like can't enjoy your meal or anything like that. It's just little things that you notice, and it's really not hard to ignore.
And I don't feel like there's nearly as much judgment as you're thinking there is.
Yeah.
But if ignoring it is not your personality type, because it's not mine.
Fair enough. She'll hit me.
You make that person feel bad for judging you, okay, if that's the route you want to take. However, you have to handle your sobriety, without violence. But like, if that person's going to judge me for being sober, making me feel weird for, not putting poison in my body, then I'm about to make you feel weird for putting poison in your body. And I'm going to judge you because it's a Tuesday, Tommy.
Tommy. This is something Jess does every day. If you say anything towards Jess as a joke, she'll immediately flip it back on you. It's almost like I didn't know people could think that quickly. I'll be like, wow, nice shirt, Jess. And she'll be like, really? You're going to talk to me about shirts? Are you serious right now?
Did you see your hair today?
Yeah. See? It's just immediate. Yeah, so if you don't like doing what I do and ignoring people, you can always make them feel terrible about themselves. Immediately.
I just think, if someone's going to be rude or disrespectful to you,
dish it back out.
Dish back out.
That's completely fair.
And we're allowed to say that because we're not therapists. Not even
Actually, I'm licensed.
That's not true.
No, it's not. I just lied to you.
But yeah, like, dish it back out. If sitting quietly is not your strong suit.
We're not endorsing physical violence.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not
Jess might
at
hit
all.
me, but we're not endorsing physical violence.
I'm not going to hit him. He's a child.
Yeah, she doesn't hit children. She only hits grown men. But we're not endorsing that, so don't hit anybody.
Don't hit anybody.
Just use your words.
Use your words. Sometimes being the bigger person is ignoring. And then sometimes being the bigger person is to verbally cripple
you almost said physically.
Cripple the actual bigger person. No, so yeah, handle it how you have to handle it, and whatever's going to give you confidence in that scenario without being like a blatant bitch.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's acceptable.
Sometimes. I feel like if they're being rude to everybody or making everyone uncomfortable, someone needs to put them in their place.
Yeah. Like, get in line, bud.
Yeah,
right?
with words.
Words.
Or you could ignore them and go on with your
Yeah, no,
day.
I mean, just either or, yell at them or ignore them. It's up to you.
But it's also not super common for someone to be like blatantly judging you for not
Yeah,
drinking.
it's not common enough to where you need to
If
like
anything,
worry about it.
people don't want to. A lot of the times, people, especially strangers, don't want to interfere with why you're not drinking. Like you say,
Yeah.
I'm not drinking, and they go, oh, okay. You want soda? You know, like
I've gotten a side eye before after
yeah,
I've said
but
that.
like that's just like a small, you know, they're not gonna like, why aren't you drinking?
Yeah.
You know, so it's not a big deal.
Mm-mm.
And then also with sobriety is obviously abstaining from like alcohol and drugs and things like that. But does sobriety have to be fully abstaining for everyone? Does everyone have to have the same version of sobriety?
I don't know. I don't think so. Like, I think I have a friend who she sets days of the year where she'll drink that day. Like, she won't get drunk, but she'll drink that day. And then she'll like for like a birthday or like a Christmas party, and she has to set out months in advance, and then she won't drink for the rest of the year. And other people like to go and have casual drinks on the weekend. It doesn't have to be exclusive.
I think it's just like when we hear sobriety, we're thinking this person had a drinking problem and they're an alcoholic and like they can't drink.
Yeah, I
And
don't have
it's
a
like
drinking problem
anymore.
anymore. Yeah.
No, but it's like I feel like there's such like a strong stigma to the words being sober that it meant you had to hit rock bottom first, where that's not the case for everybody.
No.
We've mentioned a lot throughout maybe some of these videos or on our Instagram about like how a lot of us maybe stopped drinking or found Kava and kratom and found Kava bars because of our experiences with drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also that version of sober where it's I just want to focus on my health a little bit more, or you know, I want to go to bed earlier and drinking keeps me up, or it doesn't make me feel very good and it doesn't actually have to do with it being a problem, and then that's okay too.
Yeah.
Like there's different versions and everyone's approach, like everyone's experience is different and everyone's reason for stopping drinking is different, and it doesn't have to be this like one extreme.
Yeah, no, it can be subtle. It's everybody's so different. You can't classify something as like one thing.
Yeah.
You know, so everybody's going to have their different pace at it and everybody's going to have their own ideas. And as long as you're not abusively drinking, I think you can say you're sober for the most part.
Yeah, I think as long if you don't drink alcohol for whatever the reason,
Yeah.
you can say that you're sober. But you know, like if you're still drinking, if you want to reserve it for holidays and do it responsibly,
I'm telling you on holidays. Look.
not responsibly, like you can still say that you don't drink alcohol and it doesn't make you like a social pariah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It doesn't, you don't have to be like
yeah, you're just doing it.
Yeah.
You gave up alcohol for you, not because the law told you.
I just said
like
yeah, no, like yeah.
yeah. Okay. So we're sober. We're sober now. We're not going through like all of the big changes so much that happen when we stop drinking, and now we're figuring out what it's like to not drink on a daily basis. And we have like normal lives again.
Normal.
I mean, this is our new normal, right? Would you not say this is not this is our new normal? What does our sober life look like now?
A ragtag group of the most random people you've ever met. You walk into Kava and it's just people from all walks of life, and every single one of them is like a part of my family now. And my new norm is just this wonderful, beautiful social environment where I can create acapella. I can make acapella groups.
And not be judged for it.
And not be judged.
Not be judged for it.
And be silly, goofy, and have fun all the time. You know, like my normal is weird.
Yeah. So's mine. Like I feel like oh my god, me too.
Oh my god, yes.
But I feel like my life now in comparison, like yeah, I went through like this phase where I didn't have any friends, and I'm very open about that.
You were lonely. You were alone.
I was lonely. I was a lonely girl. And then I found Kava bars, and not everyone that comes to a Kava bar is like a full Kava kratom enthusiast.
Yeah, no.
You know? And it's like I happen to know a lot about it because I do really enjoy it, that I started working here and da-da-da-da-da. But I showed up because I heard of this product, but then I stayed because of the social atmosphere. And I think that's the biggest thing, that when you're out drinking, it's for the social connection with people.
Mhm.
And then you lose that and you just have to find the new social connection. And I found that here.
Yes.
And I think I have even more fun than I
yeah.
did before.
There's not a day where me and Jess don't crack each other the hell up. Like, seriously. So even when I first started coming here, my buddy didn't have a car, so I was driving him from work to Kava, and in the car, he didn't have a car for like 2 months or so, and in the car every night we'd chant Kava, Kava, Kava. And again, like he always said, I've always said, it's not really about the drinks, it's about like the environment. This is somewhere you can come, it's sober, and you can just enjoy everyone's company.
Yeah, like if you give up drinking, whether it's permanently or just during the week or whatever it looks like to you,
Yeah.
there's somebody here that has a similar experience to that, and like their journey with alcohol and being sober, or like all of that. But really, like what you find is, if like everybody here is like a misfit, like everybody was like the outcast.
Yeah.
And then they all found each other after they went through like whatever they did to get here.
Essentially, Kava is the breakfast club.
Oh, you took the words right out of my sun-filled mouth.
Don't you forget about me. You're supposed to sing along because we're an a cappella group together, but it's okay.
You didn't count me in.
Ah, you're so right. But anyways, yeah, it's just ragtag group. I don't know why I keep saying ragtag. I like that word, ragtag. But
It's like we're the Sandlot.
yeah. But I have never found a community quite like this. And when you walk in this building, it's a sober environment, and that's almost like a safe place for me. I think that's a really big thing for
I
me coming
really
here.
enjoy it because, like, I know, like, when you walk into a bar and people are drinking, you don't always know what's going to happen that night.
Yeah,
You know,
very
or like
unpredictable.
there's always that one friend that takes it too far and like breaks something or gets to a fight, or like maybe you're getting hit on and like you can't relax because like there's too much attention on you, or anything. There's so many options. But here, like, I know what I'm getting when I come in, but I'm still surprised every day.
I know, it's so much fun. Like, we can't you have to be here to experience it. We can't explain. There is like, everyone is just socializing with each other, and I have never came in here and not laughed.
Yeah, and I think so. I don't know if you know this about me, but growing up, alcohol wasn't allowed in my house.
I did not.
Both my parents were sober, both alcoholics, and they both quit drinking before they met each other. So we weren't allowed to have alcohol in the house. My mom was when I was really little, in school for drug and alcohol counseling, and became a social worker. So then she was always trying to help people.
You did tell me
go
about
into
this.
sobriety, and we always had like different characters coming in and out of the house or living in our driveway that were going through, like, either trying to become sober or were on like, you know, it was almost like we had like a halfway house for people with addiction.
Yeah.
And so like growing up, I always saw like the worst of it, but then my parents were the safe space away from it, and they showed you that we always had fun and they never had a drink. You know, like it was never like, I saw it with some of my friends' parents where it's like, yeah, they're all having dinner and everybody's having fun, but the parents are like buzzed, you know, but my parents weren't. They were there like right with you, and everybody was having fun without drinking. And I think it showed me, like, as a kid, that you don't need it to have fun. And it's followed me into adulthood. You are fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you, like, does that, like, growing up in that sober home? I know you went through your issues with alcohol, but do you think that has, like, changed your perception on whether you need to be sober, whether, like, you need to drink to have a fun time?
I don't think I've ever thought I needed to drink to have a good time. It just became easier. Like,
It's like an aid.
it was just like, when you reach a certain age, everyone is drinking, like everyone's legally allowed to drink. So they all start going out.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, well, that's where we're going to go okay. And it wasn't like I was pressured into it or anything. Like, I made that decision.
I was totally pressured.
Yeah, I was not pressured. I, like, eased into it. I didn't start off drinking too much, and then I realized why my mom says we have alcohol problems in the family, and then I stopped, and I didn't
Right.
have a hard time stopping either. Like,
Yeah.
I went really deep and then turned it off and didn't look back.
I think for me, it was a little bit harder. Like, I have the same history with my family and them kind of having issues. And for those first 3 months of me being completely stone cold sober, it was really like difficult. I mean, yeah, it was difficult. But after I got past that point and then I started coming here and I realized when you walk in this community, you realize that there's at least one person out of the hundreds and hundreds of people that come here that has had a similar situation to you.
Yeah. Oh,
And,
yeah.
and almost everybody here is willing to talk to you about it.
Yes.
We're very open, loving people. And
Yeah.
it's super
'Cause
warming.
most of us, and I can't speak for everyone, but I know a large amount of people here have been the person that has needed help.
Mm-hmm.
So they're
100%.
like, so many people here are so open to talking about their experiences to whatever degree that experience was, to give any advice they can to anyone that has any sort of nervousness about something,
Yeah.
you know?
I feel like I probably said it in another video, but this community has 100% changed my like outlook on life and my perception of what friends I really want to have and and
Yeah.
who is going to support me. Not necessarily like help me, but support me through my challenges.
I'll say this too. Up until I found this community, and I've always been like my own person. I've
Mhm.
always just been like Jess is on her own track kind of person, but like I always did something to kind of fit my friend group better.
Oh,
You know
100.
what I
Yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I
yeah.
always tried to fit the people I was with in some way or another, whether it was like, well, these are the movies I watch now, or, you know, these are the clothes I wear
The
now.
music I listen to now.
Yeah, like just a little bit, just enough to fit in with the people, but I don't have to do that here at all.
Yeah, no. This is like when I'm at home, me and my mom are really weird. And we get along really well. And then when I was hanging out with my old group of friends I used to drink with, anything they would tell me I would do just so I could fit in and be a part of that group. And I would always be the one getting kicked out of bars first because they're telling me to jump on the table and
Yeah.
start like Irish dancing or whatever, you know? So it's just, and here I can genuinely be myself and have that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have to worry about it. And if I'm in a bad mood, that's fine too.
Yeah, I know
You
when
know?
to stay away from Jess when
Yeah,
she's in a bad
they've
mood.
learned.
It's a learned behavior.
But I mean, like, no, it's just like if I'm in a bad mood, I could also just tell you, like, not today.
Yeah.
Not today. And no one's gonna like judge me for it. But if I'm like with these people that I've been like kind of faking myself with a little bit,
Mhm.
I can't
You can't turn that
you
off.
can't turn that off. You have to like stay this person that they now know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like reflecting back on, you know, the transition and to from where I was to where I am now, like the things that have surprised me and the way my outlook has changed and the way I just function is different.
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
So it's like I feel like I enjoy this sounds so cheesy. It does.
It's okay, sweetie.
it's gonna sound like I planned on saying this,
Just let it
but
all
it
out.
just came to me. But I feel like I'm overall every day having a better day. And I know I know that you're giving me that look. But what I mean is that like
I
it
won't look
used
at
to
you.
be like looking forward to like can't wait for work to be over, can't wait for this, can't wait for Friday so I can go and do this thing
Mhm.
and go and get drunk or like whatever. And now like I don't have that one thing to look forward to, so I have so like it's almost like spread out into every day, where every day I have something fun or something that brings me happiness and I'm not having to constantly like look forward to something.
I think my perception has changed in the sense that my life doesn't have that same like repetitive feeling anymore. Like
Oh,
every
I
night.
still feel real repetitive.
But when you're drinking and stuff like that, like, you know, like I would go to the same bar, the same nights, the same days of the week, the same times of the week, and I would drink the same thing, right? And with here, I feel like I can come in here every day and have a different day. I feel I can come into Kava Love and not feel that repetitive feeling.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I think the way you described it is exactly what my day is like every day right now, where I'm going to the same place and seeing the same people and getting the same drink. But it is, like, different, like, the people coming and going throughout the day, but, like, it's like you're meeting it's like you're meeting everybody where they are that day instead of all meeting up at the same point on one day. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like you're crossing paths with people every day and, like, they're going through something different at that point in the day or in a different mood, and you're in a different mood, and you have so many different varying conversations with these people because you're not meeting up for the sole purpose of, like, partying.
Yeah, just that factor of going to an environment where everyone is, like, drinking and getting drunk, that's, like, the repetitiveness that I
Yeah.
don't like.
Yeah, because there's no substance to
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I
Yeah.
can come in here every day and I meet a new person almost every single day.
Yeah.
And it's not like the same like, "Hey, Tommy, you're drinking Bush again? Man, you gotta switch that up." "No, man, I've been doing this for 30 damn years." No, it's different. It's
That
like
was, like, almost his voice. You don't no one knows Tommy I'm talking about, but that was, like, almost his voice.
"Old Tommy talk like this. Tommy been smoking for about 10 years." But, with this place, I can come in and like, the idea behind me coming here, like, every day, that's the repetitiveness, but me coming in here and not having the same experience every day is what's different. If I go into, like, North Naples Country Club every day, the same
Which
bartender's
for
working.
if you're not from around here, North Naples Country Club sounds nice.
Yeah.
You think, "Oh, country club, that's bougie."
D
It's in a trailer, which somehow has an extension added onto it.
That was my home for a while. It's the diviest dive bar you can get.
You were both inside and outside at the same time because it's
Yes.
so humid inside.
The trend that's been going around is sobriety, and me and Jess have a couple things to say on why we think you should hop on that train.
We've also talked a lot about people's possible reservations when it comes to being sober or what people's opinions might be, but I think we should really point out what it's actually like.
Yeah.
And focus on that. And I know we've kind of thrown that in there a little bit, and we've joked about how, like, fun how fun our lives are now. But why, to sum up, why do we think it's so important that you try this out for yourself?
I think one of the biggest things is being able to make clear, conscious decisions at all times, and
Yes.
I think that for me, in my experience, when I was going out and drinking constantly, I wasn't able to make decisions that would better myself and better my life, and especially those around me. And now I feel like with the sober mindset, I can do that.
Yeah.
Vanessa just told me my legs look weird, so
They're
I had
too
to change.
long.
Yeah. They tried to put me on the cover of Vogue, but my legs were too long.
Yeah. Yeah, no, what did you say?
I said that sobriety allows you to make clear, conscious decisions.
Yeah, and I think, you think clearer, you're more focused on what's ahead of you and, like, how to get there, and you have more time to figure out what's actually important to you. But for me, a big thing that came with sobriety was better relationships.
I agree.
Like, better friendships, better relationships with my family, and I'm more true to myself now than I've ever been. So I think for any reason, whether it's health, money, because you're
Yeah,
spending too much
seriously.
on those bottles, or you want to sleep better, or be able to have more time for other things, or whatever your reason is, there's a positive outcome
Yeah.
from limiting or quitting drinking entirely.
To kind of surmise it all, you can be judged for being sober. We don't think it's a very harsh judgment, but there will be that judgment out there, especially if you hang out with people who drink a lot. But at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
And I think having that clear head on your shoulders and being able to make those decisions is the most important thing you can do to better yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well put.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
good job. Boom. This was Quentin.
Quin out.
You're supposed to say, and this was Jess.
I know what my job is.
You got it, Jess. Let's go.
I'm not struggling here.
Do you want me to say it? I'm not the CEO.
No. I just thought there was like one more. I thought there was like going to be one more thing he said, but I couldn't remember what it was when we were talking about what we were going to say back there.
We were talking about like what we just did. We just said we're gonna.
That was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Quin out. All right, and I'm Jess, CEO of Kava Love. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to what we have to say. We really appreciate you taking that time to, listen to our perspective and our point of view and our experiences, and, maybe take us a little seriously if you choose to, and give sober living a try. We tried it. We love it. It's worked well for us. It'll work well for you too. We post every Monday and Thursday on our YouTube channel. And then we also post on our Instagram and TikTok as well, which we'll link below. So check us out, get to know us, get involved, get educated, get sober. If you like this video and you want to see more, like and subscribe. Every like and subscribe helps this channel grow and helps us get our message out and put our community in front of more people. So help us grow, like, subscribe, follow, and keep watching our videos. And if there's something that you want to see or any questions you have that we have not touched on, leave a comment below and maybe we'll make a video about it.
Subscribe. Oh yeah. Hey, see you later. It was great talking to you.
You're so low.